Hi, I'm Titli and this is my slightly misty garden. It's a bit misty today, and hopefully when this mist lifts it'll be a beautiful sunny day. Now then, what shall I do first? Ah yes, strawberries. Even though I've upgraded my strawberry patch to version 2, I've still got a lot of legacy strawberries lying around the garden, like here, and here, and here. And I want to get rid of them. And I hear you say, why? They're doing no harm, you'll have more fruit. And I say, I want my strawberries to grow here, not there, not there, here, okay? One of the problems with all of these plants down here is that they act as very good hiding places for all the slugs and snails. And I really don't want those in my garden. I feel good, da-na-na-na-na-na, like I knew that I would now, da-na-na-na-na-na. I feel good. Because that's the other disadvantage of having all this undergrowth. You can't see when apples are falling on the ground. I'm not going to keep those though. They've been eaten by the slugs and snails. So good, so good. I got a new dun 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 dun. It's raining. Rain stop play. Back later. Well, that was a good excuse for a cup of coffee. Now, in the process of digging all that over, I found this plant, and it looks to me like an aster. So I think I'm going to plant it in the bed over there. I think here would be quite a nice little place. Now that this here bed is all tidy and lovely, I'm thinking I'd like this bed to be the same too. So that means moving a few plants, and I've got just the place I think I'm going to move them to. At the end of the vegetable patches are these two strawberry patches, I suppose you'd call them. But I didn't have a single strawberry off them at all this year, mainly because the beasts ate them. So they're coming out. Dee-dee. Dee 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 dee. Sing along now. Dee 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 dee. Ha ha ha! See the slugs just falling out of this. Ick! I'm glad I've got my gloves on. Oh, monster! Another one. That's not bad. Now then. I think I'm going to put the lavender here. Now this is going to be quite traumatic for this lavender, I'm quite sure. Oh, roots are looking okay. It's good news. I'll take the opportunity to cut out any bits of dead wood like this, right from the base. And I'll dig a hole. Drop in the lavender. Make sure there's plenty of soil around the roots, and there we are. Now the lavender bush needs a good what? The lavender bush needs a good prune, and I think it's had enough trauma for one day, so I'm going to let it rest there for a few weeks, get established, and then I'll prune it. Now it's time to sort this bed out. Looking good. So I'm going to stick in here the lemon balm and my oregano bush. I'll start with the oregano. I think I'm just going to use one of these two bushes, and this one looks definitely the healthier. Then onto the lemon balm. This is quite a woody affair. Oh, good heavens. This is going to take some getting out. Well, I'll tell you this, it's hard work getting this out, but it's wonderfully smelly. Now there's quite a major root over here which I've had to snap off just to get it out, but there's lots of good roots here, so I'm quite hopeful. Oh yeah, I'm liking that a lot. Dig my little hole, pop in the oregano, then the lemon balm, and there we are. Mission accomplished. There's always a bit of a risk when you transplant something. I mean, the plant might not like being disturbed, but at least with these two plants, the lemon balm and the oregano, they'll be easy to replace if the transplant fails. Looks like my French beans have just about come to the end of their life cycle. So it's time to pick what few beans remain on these plants and then say bye-bye. You know, it doesn't seem all that long ago that I was constructing this. I reckon the easiest way to do this is actually to pull all the sticks out rather than trying to untangle the beans from the poles, because they're really wrapped around. And then just pick up the beans from where they fall. That just made life a whole lot easier. Get this over lightly, get the weeds out. Well, there we are. Beans gone. At least for this year, but I'm pretty sure that, just like the Terminator, they'll be back. And while I'm at it, I think I'll take these defences down and give the bed a good weed. Oh yes, well tidy. Now let's just spend a moment to look at the leeks, because we haven't talked about them for some time. Some of them are a bit on the thin side, but others are looking proper kosher. Maybe Monty Don was right after all. I'm going to finish off in the greenhouse this week by picking some nice red chillies. I've got some absolutely cracking chillies here. I mean, look at that one. Well, that's not a bad little harvest, and I think I'm going to use these to make my own chilli sauce. I might as well pick a few tomatoes while I'm here as well, because these aren't going to grow any bigger. Like little baby cherry tomatoes. Well, that's not too bad. There's enough here that I can put with the lamb dish I'm doing tonight. But as I look around the rest of the tomato plants, there aren't really many ripening tomatoes left. So I think I'm going to take out any excess foliage that's not been productive. Well, there's absolutely nothing on this, so I'll take that out. Well, that's it. All that's left are a few tomatoes which need to ripen, and once they're ripened, season over. I've learnt an awful lot about tomato growing this year, and I think rule number one is don't crowd them so much. But secondly, I need to be more active in pinching out. And the problem is compounded because if they're crowded, you can't see what to pinch out and what not to. It's been a good learning experience, and maybe next year I'll have a better success with my tomatoes. Well, that's all I've got time for this week. It's been pretty busy, I have to say, and I'm ready for my bath and dinner later on. Thanks for watching, and do join me next time in Titli's busy garden.